All right. Well, hey, it's bowl week. Very excited for our football team and our staff and our fans. Our football team will be headed to Tampa in the morning, and we've had an excellent 3 days of preparation. I know our staff has really been working hard. We've been on the road for 2 weeks. Had 12 official visitors here this weekend, and in between doing that, 3 days of practice and game planning. I think we're all ready to get to Tampa, and excited for an opportunity to play a quality ACC football team in Wake Forest. Obviously, Dave Clawson does a tremendous job. Offensively, Warren Rosario and their quarterback, Sam Hartman, are a very difficult task for our defense, which we're going to be down some players, but everybody's down players this time of year. So look forward to that challenge. I know our defense has been working really hard, and it's an opportunity for some of our other guys to get a chance to step in and play and contribute. Defensively, obviously, Brad Lambert does a really nice job, and it'll be a difficult challenge for us. Obviously, we're going to be down a couple of players and a coach, and again, opportunity for the next person to step up and rally together as a team, and that's what I look forward to doing. So with that, I'll open it up for questions.
Obviously, we know about, I guess, Isaiah Martez, Dom, and Jack. Are those, I mean, you're saying you're going to be down a few. Is that
Jack.
Stonehouse?
Jack Stonehouse.
I mean, is that
DJ Coleman.
Everybody else and DJ, right?
DJ Coleman, Devin Nicholson, Jelani Williams. Those guys are not going to be with us in the bowl game, and I think that's the extent of it. Well, I mean, there's been other guys who've entered the portal, but those are the extent of guys who played a lot for us. So, yep.
Has with Bush gone, I mean, does it just go back to you're with the quarterbacks during practice and you're running the show during the game?
Yeah, I love it. I'm excited to be back. It's what I called Brady and told him good news, bad news, So, no, back to it. The game planning really didn't change a whole lot. Just go back to running it and calling it and see what Friday looks like.
How good of an opportunity is this for, obviously younger guys, with some of those guys not participating in the bowl game, guys like Makai Miller, I'm sure others like that?
Yeah, exactly right. It's a great opportunity for young guys like Makai Miller and Peanut looks to get a lot more snaps this game, and Barrett Bannister's worked his way back to be healthy and ready to go. I also appreciate the NCAA ruling that allows Jamarian Wayne and DJ Westalock that they're going to be able to play in this game without losing a red shirt. Look forward to T-Man, Tavares Jones getting some opportunities on the defensive side of the ball. The Walker brothers will be the bookends for us, and look forward to those guys getting their opportunities. And at safety, Isaac Thompson and Tyler Hibbler have taken the lion's share of the reps with the second group, and look forward to those guys getting in too.
How do you handle, the slot? Is it, do you think about moving Luther in or?
No, it'll be Makai Miller and Barrett.
The Wake offense is kind of what they're known for.
Unique.
Slow mesh, yeah. I mean, for people that maybe haven't seen them play, what's different? Is it as simple as they just hold the handoff a lot longer?
No, I mean, it's a unique offense. They've been running for a long time. They've been very successful at it. Obviously, I think Sam's one touchdown away from breaking the ACC record before he moves on to whether, the NFL or whatever his future holds. They have a lot of different things that they do really well in their offense, but one of the staples is an RPO style where it could be a handoff or a vertical throw or intermediate throw, and it just takes time to develop, and it's unique and it's hard to describe until you see it.
Yeah.
On the other side of the ball, defensively, what are some things that you think keying in on the last couple of weeks as a graduate?
Yeah, I think obviously they're very sound in what they do. They do a great job of mixing their fronts from four down and odd. They have multiple pressures and coverages. I think the strength of their team is in their box. They do a really good job of eliminating or stopping the run and keeping the ball in front of them. And so, it's going to be a challenge for us to control the line of scrimmage on both sides. And I think that's the thing going back. Offensively, you have to control the line of scrimmage in a line that isn't really trying to knock you off the ball. So it's a challenge on both sides of the ball, and a good football team, very sound, and we're going to have to play well, really well.
You know, there's obviously benefits of getting some of the younger guys in as well, but when you're facing a team that is as unique as Wake Forest, how important is that for some people that have experience but haven't played an outfit quite like this one?
Yeah, I mean, it's still going to be football, and you're going to have to trust your keys and assignments. And on the defensive side of the ball, you have to play really physical. You got to be a physical team. You got to have great eye discipline and hand discipline to fit your, to fit and shed the blocks, and got to have your eyes in your gap. You can't get nosy and have eyes in other gaps. And then, in your zone coverage, you got to make sure you know where the holes are, because that's what they're trying to attack with their RPOs.
A few of the players were, I think Arden Walker was saying he sees this as a tryout for a starting role next season. Is that kind of how the coaching staff use it? Is it something that you're looking at players and maybe considering them as a starting for?
No, I mean, I think every year has an opportunity for you to compete on your own, and as we've proven a whole lot, every week's a week of its own. You got to compete every single day. This is a great opportunity for Walker to go out and Arden to go out and play well, and help our football team this game. But I don't read into it a whole lot more than that. Obviously, we anticipate that he's going to play well. He's a good football player, and he's earned the opportunity to go out there and really put that on tape.
A lot of people talk about the bowl game being able to be a springboard, like momentum into next season if you win. I mean, coming off of last year, did that one stick with you longer than any other game does, just because it's the last one, or is there a carryover effect?
Yeah, it's stuck with me. It'll probably stick with me forever, to be honest with you, to lose that one the way we did, especially to come back and have what we thought was going to be a game-winning drive and then not be able to stop a triple option team in a 2-minute situation. Hurt. I don't know that it affected us at all this season. I don't think it did. But, you'd like the momentum of the offseason to be about winning the bowl game. Bowl games have changed a whole lot in the last 3 years. But I think for us, this is about this team, this group of guys who have chosen to move forward together in this game, and this group of men and women in our organization to go down there and put our very best effort forward. I don't know what it's going to mean for the future. I just know, it's an opportunity for us to go win a bowl game, and that's what we want to do.
I know you want to win every time they keep score, but I mean, given that this program hasn't won one in 8 years, and it's the difference between a winning record and a losing record, is that any more impact there?
I mean, it's just more, I guess, tokens in the slot machine to try to get the win, to be honest with you. I mean, I didn't know all that stuff. But, yeah, I mean, I think all of it's significant. And whatever can fuel the fire, I'm all for. I just know we're motivated to get this one. So.
Sorry, Brady, somebody already asked this one, Coach. But
That's okay. Why would somebody have already asked that? Was that because you weren't here on time?
Wake Forest has 5 different receivers for over 500 yards. Does that put more of an onus this week on winning one-on-one matchups more, since there's not maybe 1 or 2 guys you can really key in on?
Yeah, I mean, I think we all got to do a great job of defending the pass, and whether that's, in our zones or in our man or when we pressure or when we play, back, we've got to do a great job. I think the challenge for us is going to be we've been able to get pressure on quarterbacks, which has alleviated some of the pass defense that we've needed to play. And how are we going to create that pressure with the lack of, our top 3 rushers in the game, pass rushers in the game? So, we're going to have to do a really good job of creating or speeding up the quarterback in the pass game.
You mentioned a few of the young guys that are going to play and getting some other guys a chance. And then at quarterback, or is that determined by the game situation? Is this Brady's and Till?
Yeah, I would say it's Brady's until. You could ask the quarterback's coach, but he's not here.
Over the past few weeks, obviously, I'm sure it's still been busy with no games. Do you feel like you've gotten to kind of reflect a little bit overall on the season and kind of things you did well, things you would like to change, or has it kind of just been all go?
No, it has been all gas, no breaks. It's, obviously the first week after the game, we were dealing with individual player meetings and figuring out transfer portal and who was going to go and who was going to stay. And then we had state championship games here. I made a trip across the country. Was able to go not only to the Las Vegas for Coach Pinkel's Hall of Fame, but also to some other cities to visit recruits. I haven't had any time, honestly, to myself, and then to reflect or do anything. And then, this week got sped up quite a bit with departures and coaching departures and changes, and added a little bit more to what we were trying to accomplish. And then you have 12 official visits this weekend, and practice and game planning and leaving Monday. There was a bag drop yesterday that you're supposed to put your bag, the stuff you're packing, and I didn't get mine done, so I don't even know if I'm going to have clothes when we get there. So I haven't had any time to sit down and reflect. And I think that's both good and bad. I think what it will allow us to do is, once this game's over, is to kind of put this season away and celebrate Christmas with the family, and then figure out what do we need to do moving forward to continue to improve. And that'll really be the charge for me once this game's done.
You mentioned Gary's Hall of Fame induction.
Yeah.
How was that to see, one of the greats in Mizzou history go to the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was really cool. There was a great luncheon that we had where his family and other people that have been influential in his life and in his career were there, and a lot of former coaches were there, former players. So it was really great to honor Coach and appreciative of Desiree and the athletics administration for putting some of that stuff on, and it was a really good time for everybody.
Given that it sounds like maybe a little bit of a surprise at the timing with Bush, you may not have thought about this much, but with the vacancy on staff, do you have an idea of what your plans are as far as quarterback coach, offensive coordinator, what you'll do?
No, I don't. I think it gives me an opportunity to kind of sit back, reflect, and see what best positions us moving forward to accomplish our goals. And, I know right now my focus is all gas on trying to win this football game, and so nothing that I can do right now is going to help us do that. So after the game, I'll kind of sit down and figure out what direction we need to go in that position, and what we're looking for offensively moving forward.
One of the reasons you might have been busy over the past couple of weeks was the addition of Theo Weiss. Just wondering what attracts you to that player like.
Yeah, can't speak about any specific recruits right now until they're on campus. So
Everybody focused on the first 10 days or first 2 days of the portal, really. But do you expect this, because it's open for another 30, to get even to ramp up after bowl games in?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't really expect in the first 48 hours for there to be 1,000 players in the portal and 74 quarterbacks and a lot of starting quarterbacks to be in there. I don't think anybody anticipated that. I do kind of assume that there's going to be some more players after the bowl game. I would anticipate we might have a couple after the bowl game decide to go in the portal. So, again, we will react accordingly to what helps, our program and our university move forward. So we'll react and adjust accordingly. But, yeah, I imagine there's going to be more.